How do you assess today's game?
Yeah, pretty good. We thought we controlled the game for probably three and a half quarters. I thought our start to the game was fantastic. I don't think it probably, I suppose the scoring source didn't come from stoppage, but I thought we were able to really put them under pressure and create a turnover, and then I thought our ability to score off that was fantastic. It has been all year. In the second quarter, they obviously got that run on. I think they kicked 3 or 4 goals from centre bounce stoppage, and I think they got another 2 from, it might have been 450 stoppage. So apart from that, probably 15 or 20 minutes where they did that, I thought we controlled the game for the majority of the day.
You must be happy with your defenders. The defence was really good today.
Yeah, the defence has been great all year, to tell you the honest truth. Jason obviously did a fantastic job on Wiggins, and he's just getting better every week. I think he's starting to lead, I've said in the past that he's starting to lead that back six, and I thought he did that pretty well today. I thought Michael Fisher, his last 2 weeks have been his best 2 weeks for the year. He's just a big body, wins one-on-ones, makes good decisions with the ball. Holmes is playing extremely well, and Keegan Wiley's probably in the same boat as Holmes. I think they've played 7, 8, 9 games, and it looks like they've played for 15 years. So those guys are going extremely well. Mastrocola was, he wins one-on-ones, big body, very similar to Fisher. So look, they've been pretty good all year, so we're happy with those guys.
Jake Cox didn't play, mate?
No, Cox didn't play, mate. No, just we trained Thursday night, why risk him? He should be right this week, if you believe on that. He should be right. I know Winnie thought about it all week. But look, it was probably the smoke and mirrors bit of game. So we need to get him right for the back end of the year. He's obviously our most damaging player. If he's right next week, he'll play. If he's not, he'll have another week off.
A really big win for you. It sets you up nicely, because North Lonnie have the bye next week, so you can actually jump ahead of them if you take care of the games you should.
Yeah, well, we've got, I suppose we've got 3 games at home now. We've got Devonport, I think we've got Launceston and Burnie. So, we should be able to get some guys back in probably for the Launceston game and Burnie game. Jordan Roberts played. He's been in the twos for a month. I thought he played better again today, so we'll probably look to bring him in over the next couple of weeks. Jack Gleeson will play in the development next week. Cox was obviously around the mark, so we'll get some guys back over the next 3 or 4 weeks. We're at home. In saying that, though, we've been beaten at home this year, so we need to make that a real fortress for us.
Yeah, look, obviously the start wasn't ideal. We were on the back foot for the majority of for the whole first quarter, where they kicked 6 straight and to nothing. So we had to reassess a few things, made a few changes, and a few of those guys put their hand up and probably got us back in the game towards half time.
Who were some of those guys that really impressed you?
McGuinness was really good. He went into the middle, and Clever Camp also went into the middle. They got a lot of clearances, worked with Fife in there, and we put Bell Chambers and Franklin across half-back. They started giving us some really good offensive run. So they're probably the 4 or 5 guys that really turned the game around. We got a little bit more forward pressure on the guys. And that's probably evened it out a little bit at half-time.
It was a tight game right until 3/4 time. Do you think you just didn't quite get the run on in that last quarter? Was that?
Yeah, look, we went away from a lot of our structures. We were pretty poor in the last quarter. Like pretty much for the whole game, we gave away around a lot of soft free kicks. We'll address that during the week. We're pretty disappointed with the free kick count against us. So we just have to reassess where we're at when we're attacking the footy and how we go about it. So that was really disappointing.
Were you a bit disappointed with your use inside 50? It seemed you sort of gave defenders first look.
Yeah, look, we did. We bombed the ball a lot, and we haven't been doing that a great deal. And they set up structurally really well behind the ball, so it certainly didn't give us a lot of room to move. So we need to address that moving forward. The boys clustered a lot and just held their own space where they couldn't lead into. So they could pick us off really easy behind the ball. So that was a bit of a I suppose a downfall for our game today.
Were you a bit flat today, you think?
Oh no! Look, we got a really bad start. They were up and about and playing some really good footy. So, there's a slight breeze down to there, but not 6 goals to nil. We talked about coming off the bye, having 2 or 3 weeks off. We really didn't think that would be a major factor playing against Clarence. We thought we'd be up and about early. So. But obviously they come out a little bit slow. We had a few stern words at quarter time, and to their credit, they bounced back and got themselves in the game.
Just on McGuinness in the middle, is it good to have that plan B, considering Franklin was quite well held and so was Brycey Walsh?
Yeah, look, it's probably not a plan B. We probably want him in the midfield, but we just obviously want to manage his body through the year and have him at the back end of the year. So, but it's certainly something that we'll probably need to look at through. Our midfield have been dominant for the first 9 games. Even the games we'll lose, and they were dominant. So we back those in, and 2 reasons. We wanted to manage his body, but we also didn't need him in there at that stage. So, we'll back our midfield in. They've been pretty good for the year.
Big game next week up against Launceston.
Yeah, well, this is the game. This is the big 3 that we struggled with at the start of the season. So this is a massive game for us to turn it around. I think they got beat by North Lonnie last night, so that gives us an opportunity to claw one back on them and maybe edge into that top 3, which is very important to be able to do.
And obviously it didn't go the way you wanted to today in the 2 weeks off previously, but you must be pretty happy overall with this first half of the season after the...
We're happy with the season to date. We turned our season around, but today we're really poor. The players were disappointed. I'm very disappointed with the playing group, and particularly in the last quarter. There's a lot of guys that didn't put their hand up, so we'll address that pretty fiercely through the week, and we certainly won't accept that sort of effort from our players.